Love when I see that opening, a Beauty IQ Steal. Ugh, well, if you're a beauty lover like me, and if you love to style your hair, but you're like, I don't know how to do it. I have so many tools, I get confused, I can't be bothered. Well, this is going to replace all of those tools, your blow dryer, your flat iron, your curling iron, Sharper Image, because they are just the leaders when it comes to innovation for everyday products. They're solving that problem for you at a crazy price, $159.98. $32 gets it home on Easy Pay, any major credit card, debit card, your Q card. Ultimate Mother's Day gift, gift to yourself, gift to a loved one or a friend. That is your Beauty IQ Steal on the left. Look at that graphic, $159.99. If purchased separately, it would be $279.94. So basically, for less than the price of a blow dryer, you're getting all of the tools that you need to give your hair volume, to straighten, to have the most gorgeous 90s shampoo commercial blow dry, curls, beach waves, and everything in between. A675057. Now, we had it in 3 colors. We're down to just 2. This is my personal favorite. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a color gal. This is lavender. I mean, so feminine, beautiful. And then over here by Jackie Johnson, our hairstylist expert.
Hi, everybody.
Plus.
I got a whole hour with you.
I know, I'm so excited.
I know.
Like, am I getting paid to hang out with my girlfriend and just like talk beauty?
Yeah,
I don't know.
think so.
This is crazy. I'm pinching myself. And then we have white. Now this is the next to go. So if you like this white, if you're like, oh, my mom would love this, my grandma, make sure you pick it up. And the way to place your order here on QVC2 is 800-500-7590. All right, so like I said at the top, I love a good beauty steal.
Yeah.
But when it's something like this, where it could do so much,
Right.
you kind of got to run and just go for it.
I know, it's really kind of unheard of because you're right. A great blow dryer price, or, is this price. And you're losing a round brush and a blow dryer. You're losing, somewhat of a flat iron. You're losing a curling iron. I mean, so you're replacing all those extra steps in just one unit, and it comes with the case, it comes with the heat mat. And I'm a self-taught stylist, unlike Melissa. She went to beauty school. You're like officially licensed.
And I didn't drop out, so.
Oh, yeah, you're really official. She did all the top wigs in New York and
all the fun.
Yeah.
All the fun.
So, but I'm more a local yokel. No. Girl, but anyway, self-taught, so I know your dryer frustrations, and I know how difficult it is to learn to give yourself a great blow dry. And it's very difficult to do that with a round brush and a blow dryer. And this makes it so simple. I can't wait to show you. I'll wet my hair, we'll practice, we'll run through and show you all the different attachments, the technology behind it, and why to choose a Sharper Image over other dryers.
Yeah. When you think about time, it's the one thing that you can't buy. I was talking about that in the EV Rider Hour. So think about the times when you have to do your hair and you sit down and you blow dry it, and then you look at it and you go, oh, I need to get a straighten, flat iron.
Yes.
I need to straighten my hair. Now you've spent 2 hours. You possibly have ruined the integrity of your hair because you're doing all these things, and now you're taking up room in your bathroom. Something like this is actually going to style and dry your hair at the same time, quickly, efficiently, and keeps the integrity of your hair by never getting too hot. So it really hits all the marks and allows you to become your own stylist. I don't want to put you out of work, but it could basically put stylists out of work because you're doing this at home for what it would probably cost you for like 2 blowouts at the salon.
Yes.
Between tax and tip and gas, or a good blow dryer.
Right, and you'll get good at it and you'll enjoy it. I always say there's no S's with Sharper Image. There's no sweat and stress. So that's what we've taken out for you. So it's really, you don't have the upper lip sweat while you're drying your hair and trying to have that frustration. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna damage your hair in the process because there's an internal thermometer and the different attachments for different hair lengths. So I would say if you're watching and you have chin length and below, this is a perfect dryer for you, especially if you're new to the dryer market. And you can see, look at all the different textures and lengths that you have here, Melissa. So you have a really kind of a shorter hair, then you've got the round brush and blow dryer, paddle brush and oval brush. We'll get into all the details of how they work and how you're gonna use them at home.
Let's do it. So,
all right.
Maybe we'll do like a quick run through, and then
Okay.
we should take each one and we can use them. You could even use me as your model, or I'll do it.
I love it.
And we can just show you at home how easy it is.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so why don't we start over here. this is the detangling tool. So this is actually like a rough dry attachment. So maybe you have a daughter or a granddaughter, or you have a ton of hair. This is just a simple rough dry attachment. So we have a detangling comb, which is really unique to Sharper Image, and you're just gonna get all the knots out of the tangles. So if you just have hair that tends to knot up, that's gonna be your first step. And then you have your left and your right airflow curler. And you know, you have a left and a right to go away from the face with the curls, but you can go different directions. Sometimes that's fun because it creates a more natural like curl pattern.
Yeah.
What naturally curly girls would have, their hair would go different directions. And then we've got the paddle. So if you want to straighten your hair and you want to get a little tension, this is great for smoothing the hair out. And then this is our styling brush. So if you're used to like a traditional round brush and blow dryer and you're replacing that, you'll love the styling brush because that's gonna be your go-to. And then if you have a lot of hair and you want a ton of volume, you'll love the oval brush, which is called our volumizing attachment. And that gives a lot of lift and volume and gets a lot of hair into the brush, and you can get it done really quickly.
And you're getting, of course.
And then last, this
the
is
blow
new.
dryer.
So my husband uses this. So if you're sharing this dryer or you have roomies, and like maybe some girls are just like, I'm just an out the door kind of gal.
Yeah.
I don't need to do anything fancy, or you have a pixie cut and you just need to get it done. This is great for that. So it's just your classic blow dryer. So, you know, again, with the technology, this dryer only gets to 265 degrees. So maybe if you still want to use your round brush, then you can keep this and use that with a round brush.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want you to know as well, you're also getting this case.
Yep.
So think about storing your tools, how many times they're popping out of the drawers and you can't shut the drawer. Maybe,
Yeah, right.
maybe it's just me, I don't know.
No, it's all of us.
But this allows you to keep everything stored nicely, and you get the mat as well. So you can put this down as you're styling.
Yeah.
It really has, I think it's impacted so many people. People love this. I mean, we lost one color already, by the way, that charcoal. So we have lavender and white. White is next to go. Smartest way to style your hair. Keeps integrity of your hair, allows you to play and just experience different hairstyles without a million tools, without burning your hair, comfort of your own home, easily, quickly. And you're drying and styling at once, which is truly a dream. So I'd love to maybe start right here,
Okay,
right? Just
you
at
got
the
it.
basics,
Yeah, keep it
right?
basic. Okay.
So this is just under 3 pounds.
Yes.
So lightweight.
It's actually 1.5 pounds, and I think with the attachment, it's just under 2 pounds.
Okay.
It's really, really lightweight.
Great, even
and
better.
A couple little tips, you know, the cord, it's a 360-degree swivel, so you're not getting it caught up. And it's also got a brushless motor. So what I mean by that is, when you turn it on, Melissa and everybody, it's very quiet. Some dryers, especially these style dryers where the unit is in the dryer, it's very loud against your ear, and you almost need cotton. Like I've had to put cotton in my ear in some of these dryers now, but not with this. The brushless motor, you have basically less moving parts, so it's really a nice, well-working motor that's gonna last for years and years.
We love that.
So here's the attachment. All you do is just pop it off. See? So simple. So if you're just like a round brush blow dryer girl, you can use this as your actual blow dryer itself. So this will be like more of a classic blow dryer. Really, really quiet, and you have 3 speeds. So when you turn it on here, all you do is flick it up. You've got 3 speed right here. You see the little fan? Low, medium, high. Some dryers only have low and high. Ours has low, medium, and high. And then here's your heat, low, medium, and high heat. That's really nice too, because again, some dryers are only low and high. You're like, well, it's not hot enough,
right,
or it's too hot.
Right.
This, you get the perfect temperature all the time. And the filter's right here, and this pops off, so you can always just clean your filter really easily. I like to do that like once a month.
And then with a dry cloth?
Yeah.
You just
like
run it with a dry cloth?
I usually just use my finger.
So
Put it in
easy.
the trash can.
I mean, girl, whatever's easy,
I'm all
right?
about ease, right?
All about ease. And speaking of ease, that's a great segue, right? If you shop at Q, you know, you shop here for quality, value, convenience. Convenience, well, that's you getting this home. You have 30 days. Put it into your life. And it doesn't get any more convenient than that. It comes to your door. You get to try all of the attachments, right? This is 7-in-1. You try everything at home, you experiment, maybe you put it in the one bathroom that you all share and you all just give it a try. If you need to return it, if you're like, it's not for me, that's fine. But I personally don't know anyone who would ever return this because this is so innovative.
Yeah.
It makes styling your hair in so many ways just super easy.
Yes. And it makes you realize you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You're getting the same technology, better technology, and the dryer is designed by a lead of female engineers. So they know how frustrating it is to dry your hair and how a lot of these dryers are overheating your hair. So you're getting a really high quality dryer from a lead of female engineers. So that's who designed the dryer, and that's what Sharper Image is about.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get
let's
into
do it.
some drying.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I brought a water bottle because obviously I already styled my hair earlier today with the multi-styler, but I'm just gonna section it off here and show you just like what you would do at home. So I got my spray bottle here and got my little mirror set up. So I'm just gonna section off this one side here. And again, it's just gonna depend on the texture and the length of your hair. So I have very curly, very dry, frizzy hair. I have obviously a heavy highlight, and it definitely wants to just frizz up all the time, you know? And with this, I don't have to worry about overheating my hair, Melissa.
Which is so nice, especially when you have color treated hair. What happens, right? You invest all this money in going to the salon. I'm sure that's not cheap, right? To do blonde or highlights or maintain your color. You lose the integrity of the color and you wind up having to get it done more frequently. And then you already could have done some damage to your hair. Maybe you've been just treating it not well over the years. Why add more damage to it, right? So this is just so smart, so quick, like even just for a refresh. So we're seeing you do a refresh in real time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to show you on my other side, you can absolutely use this on dry hair. Wait until you see the airflow curlers on dry hair. It works really effectively. I'm using my water over here because my pump broke on my thing, but that's okay. We're just going to wet the hair, just like you would at home, okay? So this is what I love about this because I know this is exactly how you're going to do it at your home. Oh, you know, just like Melissa said, maybe you've already washed your hair and you just need to touch it up, so you're just going to spray bottle it and then you're going to go in. So I'm going to go into the styling brush because this is actually what I use today. So I'm going to pop on the styling brush. You're just going to hit the eject button right here, boop, 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 okay? Comes right off. You pop it on, it clicks. That's how you know it works. And you can take, I usually take what, like a 2-inch section, would you say, Melissa?
I would say about a 2. The best way to know is to always kind of measure your hair about how big the barrel is. So, you know, you just kind of like
wider than the barrel.
Yeah, I would say like no wider than the barrel. I know that's probably not the best indication, but you know,
I understand
you probably want to do that.
Yeah. Use whatever products that you like. These are actually on QVC right now. Have you tried these? The archive products? They're really nice.
I have. So I had the chance to be with the Andrew Seed.
Andrew,
The funniest, most amazing person I've ever met. Like, he is wonderful.
He is. He's so witty. He really knows hair. And I was with him in the salon, and he said, try some of my products. So I'm going to try some of his products. So this is a blow dry spray. It's just like a nice heat protectant. And I'm just going to do like a light mist, you know, nothing too crazy. So use whatever products you want to use. If you're a mousse girl, use a mousse. If you're a gel girl, you can use a gel. Okay, so I got my styling brush here. And in like 2 passes. That's what's nice about it. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick, can I rewind for a second?
Rewind.
Okay, let's say I had some tangles, right? Boop, boop, boop. We're like, because this is how it is at home, right? You're gonna go, oh, I need a different attachment. But here's the thing, with a multi-styler, it's all right here in front of you. So if I need to get some tangles out, I'm just gonna pop that on. That comes right off.
By the way, Jackie, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm gonna grab my phone because we're live on QVC on Facebook. So if anyone has questions, if you're watching and you have a particular question, please write into us and we'll answer it for you in real time. Yeah, let me go grab that.
Okay. So anyway, you want to get the tangles out first. So I'm just going to pop that off. You can turn it off if you want. I'm not, mostly at home I leave it on because I'm just so used to it. So you're just going to slide that up, power on. I have it on full heat and I'm going to do full speed. Again, the internal thermometer is sensing the temperature of my hair, Melissa, every millisecond. So I don't have to worry about overheating my hair. I mean, look, I wet it in like probably 2 passes. That's 1. I'm using that cool tip there so I don't have to worry about burning my fingers or overheating my hand. And then I go over the cuticle to smooth it a little bit. You see that? And look how shiny my hair is already getting because of this ionic technology. And my hair is so frizzy, but with the ionic technology, it smooths and shines the hair at the same time. And now I'm gonna start bending the hair. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna go a different direction, go underneath, A little stylish trick, if you want to get lift at the root, you're just going to lift up, over direct the styler, and you're going to bring it down. And then I like to give a little twist at the end, like this. Boop, boop, boop. Like that.
Amazing.
And then, I mean, you have it like as if I